No, they're big. Yours will be out in just a second. Okay. You want a box? Okay.
It's time for Talking Tuesday, coming to you live here from Migs. Talking Tuesday is sponsored by Allen Harmon Trucking, Amick Farms, Angie Fulmer Reader Corner, Bailey & Son Music Company, Berry Insurance Agency, Bobby K. Roof Builders, Brown's Auto Detail, Cal Forest House District 39, Carolina Health Centers, Carolina Concrete, CB Forest & Son, CIA Towing, CM Tree Service, Combs Meats, Cromer Trucking, Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply, Dr. Ralph N. Riley, MD, Economy Furniture, Edwards Heating and Cooling, Farm Bureau of Saluda, H&R Block, JRA Exterminating, Kelly White State Farm Insurance, Lake Murray Properties, Love's Handyman Service, Saluda Livestock Market, Mason Haney Plumbing, Migs of Saluda, Migs of Saluda, Molly Mitchell Spearman and Family, Moore, Bradley and Meyer, Motor Coach Paint and Body Car Sales, Neighbors United Federal Credit Union, Newberry Hospital, Patchwork Farm, Persimmon Hill Country Club, Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing, Pumps PB and Jam, Ralph Sheely Kennedy Law Office, Ramey Funeral Home, Saluda Law, Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, Saluda Stockyard, Saluda County Water and Sewer Authority, Senator Billy Garrett, South State Bank, Sylvan Farm, the Charlie Foundation, the Jane Autry Insurance Company, the Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan, the South Carolina Education Lottery, the Town of Saluda, TimelessRoofingSC.com, Viva Broadband, Whizzes, World Finance, and Westview Behavioral Health. Thank you so much for joining us for another Talking Tuesday, coming live from Migs on your Saluda Now. And we're glad to be here at Migs. And of course, we are sponsored also, Talking Tuesday, by loansbyworld.com. You need a payday loan, maybe just a loan to fix something up around the house. World Finance can do it there at 115 West Utah Street here in Saluda. Call them today, 864-445-3770. And we appreciate each one of you joining us here for another Talking Tuesday. Glad to be back with you finally. We've had some detours on the way, but we're here. Glad to be here. And we want to congratulate the class of 2025. You walked across the field there at Bettis Hurlong Stadium at Matthews Field, and also the King Academy. I have not been on the air since you graduated either, but I want to wish you all congratulations and the very best to come as you pursue the next chapter in your life. And we're so thankful we've been able to share in the lives of many of them. I had a young man come up to me just this week and said, I appreciate you sharing me. I was one of the first people on the football webcast. I said, that's wonderful. That's been 10 years ago. 10 years ago. So it has made a difference. And I also want to do this before we forget it. we won't be back on the air next week. But thank you, Dad, for being our pillar of strength and fountain of wisdom. Thank you for everything you are. Life is more beautiful when you are around. Happy Father's Day. We want to wish all of you Saluda residents and wherever you're watching, you dads a happy Father's Day, because we know Father's Day is coming up. So don't forget Dad. And we, of course, appreciate Migs for allowing us to be here today. And thank you so much for sponsoring the webcast. We also want to congratulate Batesburg Leesville. A lot of people don't realize over 800 people live in Saluda County, and their zip code and residence is the town of Batesburg Leesville. We want to congratulate them. A lot of them live in Saluda County on their baseball South Carolina High School League AA State Championship. And congratulations. And BL Hometown Proud has the shirts in. If you want to go by 139 North Oak or just visit them on their website, they have youth sizes also. $3 will be donated back to the athletic department. And we want to congratulate our girls softball team. They were state runners up in the softball championship. Congratulations, Saluda girls softball. And we also have an announcement this coming Thursday, not this Thursday, but next, June the 12th, 6:30, Saluda Presbyterian Church Fellowship Hall. Doors open at 5:45 for refreshments, and there will be a short meeting. But Mark Lynch is coming to Saluda, and he is running against Lindsey Graham for the state senate in the Republican primary. You can hear them get there early, so you'll have a good seat. Space is sort of limited, and so get there early. And if they do have overflow, they can go into the church, but they're planning on having it in the fellowship hall. Mark Lynch there is coming to Saluda. And also, we want to thank all of you for tuning in to all of our programs and spreading the word, helping us get back over the 2 million mark. 2 million views in the past 30 days. Pretty impressive, especially because it's not a football month to be back in that category. Thank you so much for helping us get back over that mark. Well, we have someone very special to us today, someone who is a familiar face around Saluda, and it is our Mayor Miliken Matthews. Mayor, welcome back on the program.
Glad to be back. How are you doing today?
Good. Thank you for joining us today. And, of course, y'all have a town meeting tonight.
Town meeting tonight's at 6 o'clock.
Everybody's welcome to come. Let me make sure your microphone's on there. There we go. Now it's on. What time's the...
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yep.
Come on out early.
Yep, come on out early.
Get a good seat up front.
Get a good seat up front. You know.
And a lot of good things are going on around town. I noticed that the lamps are up on the street light project.
Yes. They're getting the lamps.
Y'all had to contend with some rain.
We have the most rain that I can ever remember around here. It was raining every day. And I think we got more rain coming this towards the end of the week. I guess we don't need to really complain about
system up there.
Yeah, I guess we don't really need to complain about it, but
no.
But we have been had a lot of rainy days.
Yes, but I am glad to see they're making that progress. And of course, you were telling me about some damage at the police department. I didn't even know the storm damage had been there.
Oh yes, the like I said, the police department got damaged during the storm, but the repairs on the police department are taking place as we speak. The repairs on the park should be going on this week also.
At the town park.
At the town park.
That's
Those repairs should be going on. We have went through that process. You know, it's a long process to go through, but we finally got them done.
That's great.
Should have workers on the ground.
That's great. Yeah. And speaking of that, y'all need workers, don't you?
Yes, we were, for the last month, I like to apologize for sanitation department, but we were down to 2 people.
Right.
You know, we're usually around 5, sometimes 6 people in sanitation. We were down to 2 people, and one of them hadn't been there 90 days. So I like to give those guys a hand just for sticking in there.
I'm telling you,
you know, because they could have left them. They could have left us too, and they didn't.
That's great.
And to be honest, they really didn't complain. It wasn't a lot of complaining from them.
And you know, those young men coming to Crouches a good bit, and we see them in there, and I think the world of them. They both had a cross around their neck. I said, well, that's a good way to shine for the Lord.
Yes.
And so keep that around your neck and keep it in your heart.
You know, we're just having a hard time.
And be nice
with employees.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're having a hard time with employees, and it's just not us. I reached out to other small municipalities and talked to some mayors and asked them, said, hey, is this just me? What's going on? And everyone said the exact same thing. Said it is so hard for us to hire. One man told me, he said, I'm going to tell you something I do that I wouldn't advise you to do. I said, what's that, man? He said, I look around and see who got fired somewhere else.
There you go. There you go. Pretty good.
I said, well, he said, I look, he said, you know, the counties next to me are bigger than me. He said,
there you go.
He said, like, they fire somebody, I asked them, do they want to come work for me?
Yeah.
He said, because, you know, we're sort of between a rock and a hard place when it comes to hiring. You know, Saluda being in the place where it's at, and you got Greenwood expanding, Newberry expanding. Lexington just blowing up, and Batesburg right there is in that boom with Lexington. People always want to move on and do better, so you know it's hard for you to say stay with me when they can go somewhere else and make more money.
That's right.
Everybody wants to make more money. That's the object of working. So it's hard for us small municipalities to compete. But we worked through it. I've hired 3 new people this week. They should be starting in the next consecutive weeks. So hopefully we'll be getting back on track. I'd like to thank good old boys.
Yeah.
Because
that's great.
They help out. And
Chase.
Yeah, when I talked to Chase, Chase was short himself.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Chase was even short. Chase said, man, I'm on the back of one of my trucks right now. You know, we were so short. I had to help. I've been helping sanitation. I was down at the park cutting grass. Because it wasn't but 2 of them, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, what else could we do?
That's right.
So we hired 3 new people, and a part-time worker has came back that's worked for us before, and I think that's going to be a great help and a great addition that's going to help us out a lot.
And you know, I just thought about this, Mr. Mayor. I know we didn't talk about this, but as FEMA wrapped up, how was it related? I know going through the storm and everything. How was FEMA to you and the town, and did it work out great for
Yes, we wrapped up FEMA last week.
Okay.
Probably like within the last, probably not quite 2 weeks.
Right.
We wrapped up with FEMA. It's a lot of paperwork, a lot of red tape to go through. But the FEMA worker that we had was a nice lady.
Yes.
She was very responsive, and she was very helpful. She did the best she could do to help us, you know, any way she could. So, and we did receive some FEMA funding.
Good.
So we did do it. We did get approved for some. It was a lot of work. You know, it's a lot of work to get approved for FEMA funding. I did not realize how much work that detail goes into that, and it's a lot. You have to document everything. Even like with limb pickup. Limb pickup was a huge thing. Where you pick the limbs up from, who picked the limbs up, where are you taking the limbs to? Can the limbs be taken to that place?
Yes.
How long are the limbs going to be there? What are you going to do after they leave there? Are they going to stay there? There's 1,001 questions that FEMA asks when you're in that system. But we've now moved over to the state part of FEMA, which people don't realize. After you move from the federal FEMA project, then it moves over to the state FEMA. So now we're in the state project. But since we don't have what they call major projects, and I think that's projects over $1 million, I think we consider small projects. It shouldn't take us as long to get our funding.
That's right.
Yeah. So.
And the state pretty well is not funding special projects this year in the municipalities.
No. If you keep up with the legislation as I do, I knew that the state was not going to do any earmarks this year.
Right.
I had been picking around, going down to the state house, and it was. I'm not going to say it was pretty much the writing was pretty much on the walls.
Right.
And small municipalities like us, that's how we get our projects. You know, last year we received $1 million for the pool, and this year we expected to receive even more money. Because we went through the process and we did what we were supposed to do. But then the state came back and said, hey, we're not doing any earmarks.
Right.
So, which it sounds good, and people was clapping and applauding, and everybody has to do what they has to do. But for small municipalities like us, that kills us.
Right.
Our budget is only $2.1 million. It costs $5 or $6 million to do a project. So
yeah. And that's pretty well the YMCA and all that. That's the hold up. Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
We have to think outside the box.
Right.
Now, I've said it before. We have to get out of our own way. Sometimes we've been doing things for the same way for so long.
Yeah.
But it's not really helping us.
Right.
We have to do things different. Even if we fail, we got to try something different. Because you can look around and see what progress are we making. We're making some progress now. We're doing some things, but we could have been doing some things a little bit quicker if this earmark thing would have went through. But
right,
there's nothing we can do about that on that end. So we have to do something else.
And of course, since we had you on our program, you had the privilege to swear in John Mark Griffith and also Mr. Obie Combs.
Oh yeah,
as our counsel again. They won their re-election.
They won their re-election. I haven't been on since then.
No, it's been a while.
Oh wow, I thought I'd been on since then.
Yeah, and we're glad to see them back on council and doing a good job there, working together. Y'all got a good council.
Thank you.
And appreciate your leadership, Mayor. I love what you put on your Facebook page. You cannot fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed, but you can ruin your life trying.
Yeah, that's that's what it's like being in politics, especially small town politics. I've told a few friends of mine lately that it's been a lot of and before I say that, 98% or 99% of the people that run for office in their hometowns, they run for office to help. They genuinely want to help.
Right.
But we have so many of them now, even since I was elected mayor, have resigned, like all across the state, even mayors, city council people, because now
whole police
forces, because everybody has an opinion and everybody's able to give out their opinion through social media.
Right.
And we need to step back and give these people a break, because these people get out there to try to help.
Right.
And the thing about it is we have great people that don't run for office because of what we do to the people that do run for office.
Right.
I've said before, it's somebody in this town that can be a great mayor, that can be a great council person, and they won't run, they won't be elected because they're not going to put themselves out there because of the amount of criticism that is thrown at them and their family. I talked to a mayor that resigned, and his main thing for resigning was that he said, I can deal with it. He said, but my family started feeling the pressure of it.
Yeah.
So, I know a man, and I know a lady that she's off resigned. I knew personally that they resigned from their post, and I know that they ran to help. They, that's the only reason why we run for office in these small towns, because we don't do it for money. It's not a financial windfall. Like financially, is any financial advisor would tell you that if you being run for office in a small town, it's a loser.
Yeah.
They would not advise it. But you do it because you love where you live at and you want to make it better. So let's give these people a break.
That's right. And let's go up to them and tell them we appreciate them, our police officers.
Yeah.
I seen some in here early, our EMS.
Yeah.
Also, our mayor and council.
Yeah. EMS people also. They get a lot of criticism.
They do.
They get a lot of criticism. And those people are very important to our lives. Like you said, we have had whole police forces resign. We do not want that.
That's right.
We do not. We do not want that. We have counties that are short-staffed. Because people don't want to be officers because of the amount of criticism that they take. And all officers aren't bad. Like I say, 99% of the officers that want to be policemen, they do it because they love their community. They want to make a difference. But rarely ever do you see these social media posts saying, "Oh, I see my police officer. I love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that lady. She does a good job." But if they miss something, something's not going their way, it's blasted all across social media.
Listen, we appreciate our mayor coming on today and sharing with us. Mm-hmm. And you got your last child through high school. Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't know if anybody
and he was a great star on the football team.
Yeah,
too. We really appreciate him.
It was a bittersweet moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know if anybody read my social media posts.
Yes, it was good.
I was, I always thought this was going to be the most happiest, funnest day when, when he walked across that stage, I was going to feel the sigh of relief. It's over with now. I'm good.
Yeah.
But now it's just more precious. Like, now what am I going to do?
Yeah.
How much do I hold on? Mm-hmm. Because he's still only 18, but you still got to let him grow. But you've had that tether in your hand for so long, and you just want to hold on to it. And it's time to, it's time to let him go. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I've been a parent since I've been 19. So my whole adult life, I've had children. This is the first time that I'm not going to have a child, a baby, so to speak.
Right.
And it kind of was a little sense of loss for a second. I was like, what am I going to do? So I told the young parents, enjoy them while they're there. I know you be saying, I'll be so glad when they're gone, but enjoy your kids.
Yeah, and speaking of enjoy, one of the pictures you have on your Facebook page is you with the at the elementary school over there, and I tell you, the new elementary school is very nice. We went over there and toured it.
I went there for graduation. Mm-hmm. My grandson graduated, going to kindergarten.
Right.
And I went over there for that, and it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. I'm going to have to get a tour. I haven't done the tour yet.
Right.
Just haven't had time.
And it's really nice. The security is out of this world. I had to go over there and deliver some youth material for the Saluda County Soil and Water Conservation District, which I'm chaplain, and I was very impressed. They very secure. And we want to congratulate you, too, for being selected as our chairperson for the Gleams Human Resource Commission.
Yes.
People helping people.
Yes. It is a great honor. I was surprised.
Right.
Never to say the less. So at least, everybody know. I didn't know this until a few years back. Mm-hmm. What Gleam stand for.
Yes.
And it actually stands for Greenwood, Lawrence, Edgefield, Abbeville, McCormick, Newberry, Saluda.
Okay.
Those are all the counties, and that's the Head Start program. Mm-hmm. The WAP program.
Right.
The weatherization program. And yes, I am now the chairman of the board for Gleams.
Well, congratulations again.
Thank you. It's a great honor.
And of course, I think they're going to be having some meetings around and probably having one in Saluda soon.
Yes, they'll be having one in Saluda soon. Most of those meetings that they're having now is just getting people to be on the board for Gleams. We always need volunteers to be in different positions in order to make our community great.
Yes.
And Gleams is a huge organization, like I said. And now they also have added Head Starts in Richland County and in Cherokee County.
Okay.
So, when a program works well and another Head Start program is not working so well, they will ask the program that's working well to grab that Head Start program and bring it in. So that's kind of fair than had of Gleams that their Head Start program was working so well that somebody thought enough of them to say, "Hey, our program is not working as well. Can you come over here and help us out?" Mm-hmm. So that's how that works. Anything
else you want to share today, Mayor?
Council meeting tonight, 6 p.m. Make sure everybody come on out.
Okay.
Also Friday, the time is kind of tentative between 5 and 6 o'clock. We're going to have a meeting in Ward 2 with Councilman Combs to discuss with that community on some issues that they're having over there.
Right.
So it'll be me, Councilman Combs, and also the police will be there, so we can try to fix some things that community has an issue with. So we're going to go out there and meet them on their turf.
That's right.
out there, so everybody, you know, a lot of times people don't want to come to town hall. They feel kind of boxed in up there.
Right.
Don't feel as comfortable. But if you go out and meet them at home, so to speak, they're a little bit more comfortable. So that's what we're going to do, and try to work out some things and get some things situated in that community.
And we've seen right across the road here, there's some action going on with old shirt plant, and might have some buyer on that.
Yeah. I don't actually know exactly what's going on, but I know it is for sale.
Yeah.
I talked to the young lady that's over that project, and so if anybody wants to do anything with it, it's out there.
There you go.
Yeah. So
and we have the subway coming back to Saluda.
Well, we can't say until the actually
I got you.
opens up, but
yeah,
we're looking good.
Yeah, seeing some working over there.
Yeah, we're looking good. We got some things going on over there. We're looking good, and everybody's gonna be happy. You know, over the last couple of years, we brought a couple of new things in.
Okay.
We want to try to continue bringing some new things in.
That's wonderful.
Oh, park should be open. Fully open, at least hopefully by next week. So, because we had paused some of the renting of the park, but probably the next 10 to 15 days, we'll unpause, should be unpaused, and people should be able to go back to enjoying the park as they should.
That's great. And listen, if you like to talk to the mayor, call Town Hall. He'd love to set up with a meeting to talk with you anytime.
Anytime. I have an open door policy. We do have a few individuals that use that policy. They'll come in and talk to me and tell me what they need, what they want. And it's always good because I can't see everything and I don't know everything, especially different parts of the community, because different areas have different wants and needs. So it's always good. Like I said, I have some people that take advantage of that. They come in, and if I'm not there, Miss April's at the front. She will write you down a time or email say when you can come back or when I'll be back. And if nobody's in my office, just come on in and sit down.
That's great.
We'll fix all the problems of the world.
There you go. Well, Mr. Mayor, appreciate you spending some time with us today.
Thank you. Anytime you need me. Anytime you need me.
And, of course, we appreciate George and Gina, and we want to congratulate them on another anniversary. Congratulations, George and Gina, on another great wedding anniversary. And y'all make Saluda great because opening your doors every week to Talking Tuesday. And listen, if you got some ideas coming up this year, our new year begins July 1st, so let us know. We'd love to share with you about that. We've got some great programming coming up this fall also as we get into ball season. We're 90 days away from kicking it off, and the coach has already been in, and we're lined up ready to go for this year's season. And you sponsors, thank you. Some of you already been contacting me. I appreciate it. Showing your appreciation to our programming. We thank you so much, and we've got some new sponsors coming in this year. We can't wait to meet them, have them on the program as well. A brand new business coming into Saluda County. I got to keep it under wraps, but I already got the green light that they're going to be sponsoring our program as well. We thank them. Listen, hope y'all have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you again on the next Talking Tuesday here on Saluda Now. Of course, our Talking Tuesday has been sponsored by Migs of Saluda. Listen, they're open late tonight, so come on out till 9 o'clock and ask for the buy one, get one free pizza special. Just say, I want the Saluda Now special. They know what you're talking about. Buy one pizza, get the second one half off. And then World Finance, loansbyworld.com. Hey, you need a loan, contact them, 115 East West Utah Street in Saluda, or call 864-445-3770. Have a great time, everybody, this week, and we'll see you again next time on another Talking Tuesday here on your Saluda Now. Thank you, everyone.